In What's New to BGA brings you for Northwood, a solo trick-taking game. So like I said, it is a solo game, rated pretty high, 7.8, 490 overall, about 4,000 ratings, and you see the weight on it is pretty low. BGA says it'll take about 21 minutes, and this is a free-to-play game. So there are a couple different setups here. First, you'll probably want to start with the introductory setup here, and then you can go down through there, and there is a more scenario mode you can also explore. The goal in For Northwood is trying to recruit leaders on your side. These guys up here are all leaders of different factions. And what you're trying to do is meet the number of tricks required here. You have to hit it exactly. You can't go over. And if you hit that exactly, then you'll recruit them. Each leader behind here is worth a certain amount of points, and you're trying to get 16 or higher. Basically, the ones on the right and the left are harder, so they're worth 4 points. Then it goes 3, 2, and then 1's in the middle. You do have allies here. These are like little special abilities that you can use each of them once per visit, so we'll go over them a little bit. A visit is pretty much a round where you're talking to one of the leaders. The deck is made up of 4 suits, and each suit has a 1 through 8, so the 8 is the highest. The trump suit of the game depends on which leader you're visiting. So there's Queen of Flowers here. Since she has a flower on top, flower would be trump for that round. And then there are different characters, like I said later, that, different leaders, different allies, they'll be kind of randomized if you play a different setup. But for the first time you play, you can use this introduction, and it's all this setup here. All right, so the beginning of a round, you're going to pick which leader you want to attempt. Again, the cards down here are how many tricks you need to take, so 0 through 7. I usually look at my hand and see what I have here. I have quite a few high cards, so I have 3 or 4 high cards. If we get yellow trump, we might be able to run the table. But I'm not super confident, and since 7's not there, we'll go with 6. Editor here. What I meant by that is if you look at the 7, it is a paw suit, and I don't have a lot of paw cards. Whereas the Queen of Leaves, I need to win 6 tricks, and I do have 3 leave cards, so I have 3 trumps I can use and try to get all 6 of those. So it's still a harder one for sure. Then you can use one of your allies' ability. You start with 4 allies. These are the generic allies for this learning game. They all do something slightly different. You can use them once per leader visit. So once I use the Jack of Eyes for this leader, I can't use them again. All right, now we're going to play out tricks. So I'm going to hit pass. There's going to be a dialogue here, but basically I have to win that or lose it, depending on what I want. And you have to follow suit. So whatever comes out, you have to follow. So I have 2 options, and I win that one. Now I'm looking pretty good, so I'm going to pass for now from using any of my allies' abilities. I'll play the 6 there. Still looking good, so I'll pass. And I'm on 3. Here, I'm going to have to play my high card because I need all those to win. The only card I'm currently think I'm going to lose is this blue 2. So we'll have to see if I can continue. Still looking good. Okay, here I can trump it, and I will do that. So now I've won 6 of 6, so now these last 2 I need to lose. Perfect, that worked out great. And then I should lose this last one. And I did, and I got 6 of 6. So I got it correct. You see here, this leader slides down. I got 3 of the 16 I need. And now I need to select a new leader. I happen to use none of my allies, but if I used any of them, they would tilt back up and I could use them again. Since I've won a leader, we have the option to bring this leader down and use him as an ally. He is a temporary leader, and you only get to use him for 1 round, and he will cover up somebody. So I'll take him and I'll put him over this leader here, or ally here. So now I have my 4, and now it begins like normal. Oh, ran into a little bit of bad luck there, and my 4 walked on my 1. So I'm in a little bit of trouble, so now I'm going to use some abilities to try to help me out. So I'm going to draw 2 cards and then discard 2 cards. And that helped me quite a bit. So I can discard those 2 high cards. And now I believe I'm safe, and I shouldn't take any tricks since I think I already saw the yellow 1. And I'm safe. I got my 3 out of 3. And then since my Queen of Leaves was temporary, it'll go away, and now I have my 4 allies like before. And then you'll continue until, like I said, you can get 16 points. Again, the outside are worth more points. The ones in the inner are not worth as many points. I'm going to give this one an 8. I did actually play it quite a bit when I learned it in beta. I try to learn all the beta games first, so when the games come out, I can review them very quickly and then get this out shortly after the game launches. This is what I feel is perfect for a solo game on BGA. It plays so easily, but yet there is a lot of thinking involved. It's not the easiest game at all. There are many times where I make stupid mistakes because I'm like, oh, this game's simple. Click, 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 and then I lose because I'm not paying attention. The biggest flaw for me is I have to try to remember to use the allies a lot more. I don't feel like I use them enough. You can use them once for each leader visit, so make sure you use those. Those definitely do help a ton. Read them, know what they do, know how they can get you out of jams, etc. The other thing you can do is go for the harder tricks when it makes sense. Sometimes it becomes with trumps, it doesn't really make sense to go for that set because you'll have too many trumps in your hand, and then you'll get in trouble very quickly, very early on. So I think this is a great addition for BGA. Some of the solo games haven't really hit for me, but this one is definitely a hit. So if you like trick taking or solo games, check this one out. As always, I've been the Digital Board Gamer. Good luck and have fun.